Alright, so we are back for more solo leveling content, and I wanted to pump out this quick solo leveling video talking about the mini update that's going to be coming out very soon with the new hunter, and we are going to be going over Bayek's kit. So, just to start off, the new hunter is going to be the beast form Bayek Yunho, and he's going to be a dark type. We're going to get into his kit, talk about all the other stuff from the update, but I just want to give a little update. I've not been playing much, okay? I've not been playing much. I'm only 54. I've decided I'll take it a bit slow because either way, by the time we get to global launch, it's still in about 3 weeks, give or take, right? So it's beginning May, so give or take 3 weeks. Because of that, I said I'll take it a bit slow. We'll go there and we'll be good for that. Now, I'm very excited for solo leveling, and I will be pumping out more content, but this week is going to be Black Clover focused with Nozal and Kohono tonight, and then Marilona. But without further ado, let's get into what we're getting for solo leveling. So we're getting a dev note for a mini update. Now, as for when it's coming out, we could see that Choi's banner is leaving in 2 days and 14 hours. So I'm going to guess we'll probably get Bayek then. That's going to make sense. Now, they don't give a schedule. They just say, first of all, today the solo leveling and Rise team will review the past month of early access and share some insights into the gameplay that will be unveiled in the future. First, let's take a look at the upcoming update scheduled for April, which it makes sense if it's in 2 days, 14 hours, so that they have something going. Now, one thing is they're still getting at least a bit of money. I think I saw that solo leveling made 400,000 on the Canada and Thailand soft launch. So it's still a pretty good amount. There's a lot of people playing, a lot of people. This is a very successful soft launch if I've ever seen one. And in general, I'm comparing it to Black Clover, who had a very unsuccessful one. But this game obviously already has 10 million pre-registrations. It is extremely big and much easier to access than Black Clover was in many regards. So we have Bayek Yunho. Bayek Yunho is going to be the next unit, going to be dark type, and he's going to be a close range dealer specialized in dealing massive damage to a single enemy. I'm kind of lazy to get it myself. Oh my god, that was loud. Anyway, let's put this on just to show a bit of gameplay from Bayek. This is from over a year ago, but it is still some of Bayek's gameplay, and he was revealed this, so it's been a while. Some gameplay might have changed, but I think overall looks pretty clean, I'm not gonna lie. I do have some problems with his style of gameplay, I guess, but let's go over that. I think he looks pretty sick, right? I'm gonna need to summon for him. Now, one of the things is that they call him a specialized in dealing massive damage to a single enemy. Now, the problem with that is that we already have 2 purple hunters that are very good for that. More Lee Bora's there for supporting Taigyu, but Taigyu, in terms of single target damage, is very good. So I feel like they're just power creeping him, if anything. We're gonna have to see. So yeah, now they talked about how like they wanted to have both beast and human form, and they decided it would be better to do it separately between the two. So we're going to be having Bayek Yunho come next. So I'm going to talk about his kit. If you want to skip maybe like 2 minutes, get past the kit, you're more than welcome to do that. Let's see what exactly his kit is looking like. So he seems to be more single target, but let's talk about what exactly he's going to do. I don't even remember retweeting this, but apparently I did. So here we go. Thank you, Arm Genesis, by the way, for putting all this stuff. Please go check out Arm Genesis on Twitter to get all your solo leveling content. Now, skill 1 is Slaughter, skill 2 Violent Approach, ultimate is Extreme Attack Beast Form, the core is going to be Magic Beast Claw, and then Magic Beast's Instinct. Alright, so Deadly Claws is his exclusive weapon in this case, from what he's seeming. So, Magic Beast's Claws, the core attack, basically, increases the damage of basic attacks by X% for each instance. Let me just make sure there's not a more updated one. There is not. So, Magic Beast Claws, the core attack increases his basic damage by X% for each instance of the bleed effect applied to the target. The maximum possible increase is X%. Now, this is going to be very good with Igris. And this also is going to work very nice if Bayek is able to crit. Igris is also going to be able to apply bleeds and also give a crit increase if it... Love the black screen. So because obviously Igris gives crit, but then also does bleed. So that is going to be pretty good. Besides world bosses, that's the only thing. So yeah, that is one thing. Now, I think that's okay. I mean, the bleed isn't going to be too crazy overall because you can't apply it everywhere, which is a big problem. But still, it doesn't seem to be that important as of yet. So let's go on. Now, let's check this. Deadly Claws, which seems to be the exclusive weapon, increases the damage of core attacks according to the number of bleed effects instances applied to his target. Yunho also recovers a small amount of HP. Magic Beast Claws has its basic attack enhancement effect doubled. So There we go. Honestly, it seems okay, but it could be pretty good depending on how much the damage of the core attack increases. And Bayek does seem to be an on-field type of DPS, so that's going to be decent. Now, Silver Main Bayek Yunho increases his damage by 50% of his reduced HP ratio. Wow. So if you're reduced by, 50% HP, that's a 25% damage increase? I wonder what that's going to be like, if that's going to be a dupe passive or something, because obviously it could be a dupe passive, but still pretty good. Now, he uses Violent Approach, skill 2, or Slaughter, skill 1, to apply the bleed effect to enemies, inflicting continuous damage. Pretty decent. Now, if that's all it does, that's going to be pretty mid. Him working off of bleed could be kind of mid. It's going to depend on how good the buffs are, dependent on if there's bleed. For example, in Black Clover, burn is not anything too crazy sometimes. It can do okay damage, but usually what you get from burn is increased damage per burn, which is going to increase the damage drastically, which is how I see it in Black Clover, right? The burn isn't what is going to do the damage, but it's going to enable damage. So if it's going to be like this in solo leveling, that could be decent. When he uses extreme attack, this is the ultimate, beast form, he applies the extreme attack beast form effect to himself and receives continuous damage equal to 8% of his current HP every 3 seconds. Wait, to himself. So he receives damage. And then his damage taken increases by 15%, but he gains super armor, which increases his basic attack and attack speed by 30%. This could be interesting. If this super armor is also like acting as if the armor, like you cannot be stopped, this will be very good. I do want to check the wording. What has super armor? I feel like this bike has to have super armor. I love when it glitches. I love when it glitches. Does he have super armor? Who has super armor? Because I'm kind of forgetting. Would it be Huang? Let me try to see if I could find it. If not, we'll just move on. Alright, so yes, we have the super armor effect. So here it is. So yeah, it should work exactly like that. Yeah, I wasn't too sure, but alright, so I don't know why Wujin has it exactly, but there we go. So super armor is going to be that. So then, that's basically for Bayek, but overall, I think he'll be like someone who you can skip. I mean, Taigyu works very well. If you have Bora, like, he doesn't seem to be a necessity, right? I think that that's fine by me. But now what this does mean, some good things to actually get from this is that Chahayin will be on launch. So our queen is going to be on launch, and that's going to be very good because she is very strong and will be very good. And she is going to be probably the global launch unit. So depending on how long Bayek's banner lasts, we could guess that when Bayek's banner ends is when global will come out. Pretty good. Now, next up, maintaining vibrant gameplay. Over the past month, we have identified several issues and are in the process of resolving them one by one. For example, we reduced the combat difficulty of Chapter 8.5 on April 11th. More details will be revealed in the upcoming updates notices. So what exactly? Enhancing enjoyment and battle experience. The difficulty of the power of destruction will be reduced. So overall, I feel like personally I didn't have too much struggle with it all the time, but reducing it is not horrible depending on how much they reduce it by. It will just become who could do the most damage, and I mean that's going to be okay, but you know, it's nothing too crazy. Power of destruction doesn't give the most rewards, so if they reduce it not too much but still make it fun, that's fine by me. Hunter formation will be improved to automatically select the hunter with the highest combat power after comparing the hunter Yon and the hunter that is provided in the sub-story. Ooh, great. So it's either the sub-story. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. Okay, now why this is huge? Basically, in the sub-stories, right, you have to use the unit. Let's say I have Park Hee-jin, then I have to use my Park Hee-jin because I own her. Now, if I don't own her, then I use the unit that they give you. Now, what this does mean is that, basically, if my Park Hee-jin is weaker than the Park Hee-jin they were going to give me, they are going to give me the Park Hee-jin that they were going to give me, provided by the game with a higher level, which is way better. Now, the skill effects of some hunters will be improved. Great. Achievement conditions for certain battle missions will be relieved. Oh my god. If they take this away, I will be so happy. Now, removing obstacles hindering hunter spirit. Fixed issues where the game would freeze upon clearing certain contents. Bless. Fixed issues where tutorials wouldn't progress properly. Love to see it. Faction of the Shield. Defense measures against use of illegal programs. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I don't need to go over that. I don't really want to talk about it. Nothing too crazy. I mean, it's whatever. It's just basically that some people have been, I think like over 2,000 accounts have already been banned or suspended. So like pretty crazy. Now, upcoming journey. This is the very important part that we need to talk about. We are focusing on a major update scheduled for May. Our focus lies in improving the game by closely monitoring aspects related to combat experience, resource acquisition, and consumption and balance. Our team is actively preparing the following. Considering a reduction in the gold cost for artifact replacement. So, considering, I don't like this word, but taking it out could be part of this. So that's the first thing. Next off, adding additional sources for acquiring artifact enhancement chips to allow players more frequent experiences with artifact enhancement. Great. Improving the reward acquisition method for the power of the destruction system. Pretty good. Actually, I like this. I definitely think that improving it is going to be good because it's not like crazy rewards and it's like, you know, a bit rough sometimes. Now, adding Cargalin's story after chapter 15, we've already had a little mini teaser of it. So that is pretty cool. Developing various challenge contents to provide diverse combat experience. That's actually good if they're already planning to add more. Now, we know already of 2 game modes, right? We know of these 2 coming out. Let me pull up Arm Genesis. Yeah, Arm Genesis is I don't know why this is popping up now. It hasn't been popping up for a while, that malware bites. Where was it? Oh, right here. So we got Battlefield of Chaos and Workshop of Brilliant Light. Improving the method of selling, salvaging all weapons and artifacts, and then adding new stories to Hunter Archive, which is basically free crystals, right? Extra free crystals. Each one gives 250. So, you know, it's okay, right? It is okay. This is pretty good. Now, I think to me, this is letting me be positive that they will consider adding more stuff to make gold better. Now, this basically is buffing gold in a way because you're having less gold taken away from you. Now, I really do believe fully that they're going to add more buffs to the gold system. And if not, there's going to be new content from challenge content that is going to give the gold that we need. So I think this is honestly on track to really doing a lot of good stuff. But I'm very excited for Baek Yun-ho. Hoping he's good. Now, one thing I do want to mention about the pity. If we click on this, right, it's going to bring us to here. I need to keep on telling people this so that people don't think otherwise. This is on the official page. I know that there were some people that talked about it. Painblade did talk about how the pity might not be transferring, and then he made another video that it is in fact transferring. So the pity is transferring. Please understand that. It says here, special draw, rate up hunter draw support. Where is it? So wait, hold on. Is it this one? Okay, sorry. After the rate up period for a specific hunter ends, the final SSR acquisition support rate will be maintained even when the rate up for the next hunter begins. I do not mean to press that. AFK, I love you, but not right now. So, yes, we will keep this pity. So Baek is going to come out and I'm going to be able to use this pity right away. It's 50-50 like Genshin. Works in the same way for pity, all right? I have, what, 20,000 crystals plus 40 tickets. That's 12 multis, so I'm going to be getting Baek no matter what. We're looking good. I'm probably going to summon a bit more. One thing that's really toxic, they gave me a 30% off code. Like, how am I not supposed to use this? 30% off is insane. So anyway, I'll probably, you know what I'll do? I do need to, hold on, what's in special? Oh, it's probably my daily. I haven't logged on yet. I just logged on to do this. There's 1 day left, so I can't get Bora, but that's fine. Actually, I could get this though. I could still get that. So I might just get these for 30% off. Like, why not, right? And then we'll be good. But that's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.